idea that CEOs, not only in our industry, but across all types of industry, are already expressing a want to get rid of human workers in favor of cheap AI. The idea that the lack of humanity, that they'd be willing to put out of work all of us really, that and not even be concerned about how people can, make a living wage, make their health care, any of these things. I mean, what's the point, honestly, of being on this planet if we're not going to afford people the right to live?
Brothers, I know you can hear me. You're no good. Pay your actors and pay your writers like you should. David Zaslav, you're rich and you're rude, and we are done with your attitude. Pay your actors and pay your writers like...
Automation, robotics affected the automobile industry in the 60s, right? Put a lot of people out of work, killed the assembly line. That's bad. This is like saying, now we want to take machines and replace the people who conceive of the car designs, right? It's really taking everything away. So at some point, it ceases to be an interactive society where human beings engage with other human beings. And I don't know what jobs are ultimately going to be left for anyone in any sector of the economy. And we, because it's easy to sort of marginalize what we do, because it's entertainment, and I get it, I totally do, but I feel on some level like we are, as far as this tech conversation is concerned, a little bit of a canary in a coal mine. And this is an important moment, and we got to really make a decisive stand. I did a Netflix show a few years ago that I've seen like pennies on. Again, I don't expect anyone to feel sorry for me, but I know that money is being made somewhere. I don't think any of us are saying, pay us more because we want to cash in. They're already cashing in at the studios. We just want a fair and proportional take of that. And the problem is, with streaming especially, it's so opaque. You can't tell what those numbers are. There are no ad dollars in play, so it's impossible to know what the deals look like, how much revenue they're bringing in. It's really hard to track, and so they can do what's called studio accounting and just tell us they're not making money forever. Yeah. Meanwhile, their quarterly shareholders reports show, booming profits, and that's a hard pill to swallow.
So if we had transparency, like we do in the network model, right, because we know what the ad dollars are, then we would have more of an idea of, oh, our work has contributed to the great success of such and such, and we should be getting a portion of that.
By way too fast. Yeah. Slow.
The example I brought up is I did a movie for Netflix. It was a $100 million movie with Will Smith called Bright. And if it was back in the old DVD residuals days, I would have got a $25,000 residual check. I got $271 from Netflix, and it broke all their records. Like their viewership records were out of control, and I got squat. That's not going to work. I can't, and everything's going to streaming now. So, once in a while I get something on get a couple of guest stars on a network show, still have good residuals on network, but that's it.